What's going on, family? Bugsy Smooth back at you with another video. So I want to talk about Dr. Umar Johnson. If you don't know, Dr. Umar Johnson is currently being dragged all over social media. And it's because, if you don't know what happened, he was on Instagram Live. And when you're live on Instagram, you know how when the camera is facing towards you and you got that button where you can reverse the camera and it pans to what's in front of you. I believe he did that on accident. I think he clicked the button on his phone where the camera pans to what's in front of you, and I don't think he knew that initially. I think he did that on accident, but nonetheless he did that, and it showed the rest of his crib, and what you see is it looked like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It looked like World War III was fought in Dr. Umar's crib. It was a complete mess. You see a whole lot of stuff going on. It's just a complete mess. The crib looked crazy. And people are dragging him for it. A lot of people are saying that, oh, Dr. Umar must be depressed. His mental state must be in bad shape. He must be going through a lot. And, I don't think so. I think, in my personal opinion, I think Dr. Umar is a very brilliant guy. I'm one of the few people. I wouldn't say few. I think there's a lot of people who share my opinion, but I'm not one of what Dr. Umar calls his haters. I'm not one of his haters. I actually think that Dr. Umar is a very brilliant brother. I think that he's a very smart guy. He's well educated. He provides a lot of great information. I think he gives a lot of good information to the black community. And I enjoy his content. I enjoy the things that he talks about, the things that he discusses. He's very unapologetic about the things that he says. But as far as like supporting him and things of that nature, I don't do that. I never donated to his school or nothing like that. I never seen any receipts or anything that he's provided to people as far as the money that has been donated towards his school. So it's a little fishy on that end. I'm not, I don't want to donate my money to someone who I don't really trust with my funds. And whenever people ask him about it, he goes off on them or blocks them or goes on that type of rampage on it. So just seeing that, and it just really like turned me off from donating to his school. But as far as his information and the things that he provides, say what you want about Dr. Umar, like him or not, he's very brilliant. He's a very articulate brother. He's very smart, and he's very well educated. But nonetheless, he was on Instagram Live, and it showed his crib was a complete mess. Now, people look at that and they think that he's depressed or whatnot. There's actually been scientific research of people who are messy. Albert Einstein was a messy guy, and he was a genius. He was considered to be what is a genius. A lot of scientific research that has been done through universities and through other areas that messy people are, they tend to be very creative. They tend to be very innovative. They tend to be very smart, borderline genius, or considered genius. There's been a study out of the University of Minnesota, in fact, where the School of Management, I believe, they did a study in 2013 where they have found that people who have messy, rooms, or, stuff piled up in their rooms, or like it's disorderly, everything's all over the place, they tend to be very, like, it ramps up their creativity and their innovation. That was a study that was actually done. You can go look that up. But not that messy, though. What Dr. Umar, his crib looked crazy. Like, look, I heard another YouTuber, shout out to Max V Wonder. Go ahead and follow him on YouTube. He was talking about, he's like, he said, I know Dr. Umar don't got no women coming through his crib. And let me tell you something right now, man. As a player, as a Mac, there ain't no way in hell you have women coming through your crib. Now, in all fairness to Dr. Umar's point, he says that he's in the process of moving. But even with that point, look, listen, even when you're moving, your crib ain't that crazy. Your crib ain't that messy when you're moving. You got stuff in boxes. You may have boxes all over the place, but you don't got monitors and everything. It don't look that crazy. Okay, so, Dr. Umar, I don't know if I'm rocking with you on that one right there, but yeah, man, I don't think you. And to Umar's defense again, I don't think he really is focused on having any females over his crib. You know, I think he's, as he says, he's very dedicated to the black struggle. So he's focused on his grind and his purpose or whatever. I don't think he. But listen, brother ain't having no women in his crib. Not looking like that. Your crib look like that, man, and a woman coming through there be the last time you see her. Telling you that right now. Your crib look like that. The way Umar's crib look, a woman come up in there, you get a fine shorty walk up in your crib, and the crib looking like that, boy, listen, you ain't, not only is you not getting sex, that's the last time that woman talked to you. You ain't gonna be able to get her on the phone. You ain't gonna be able to text her. You gonna think she died with how fast she cut you off. You know, listen, this is for my young Macs that are listening to this right now. Your car, your crib, your bedroom, your bathroom, keep that spotless. I can't tell you how many times I've been in cribs where I just be looking at the person a little funny style, a little different after I see their crib. It's just like, yo, you know what I mean? Bathroom crazy. I done been in some women's bathrooms where you got the weave on the toilet seat. How the weave be on the toilet seat? How when you sit down to pee, you got weave residue on your butt cheeks and all? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, Dr. Umar, man, you got to get that together, brother. You're a brilliant guy. I don't think you are, you know, Dr. Umar does do a lot of strenuous work. I mean, if he's starting this grand school that he's talking about, you know, and all these people bashing him, consistently hating on him, you can be mentally the strongest person in the world. It's going to take a toll on you when you got so many people at one time, you know, coming at your head. You know, I know he went through a court dispute with his license, his psychology license, I believe, for his clinical psychology. I forget what it was about, but he had court in Pennsylvania not too long ago. I believe it was late last year or beginning of this year. But anyway, you know, Umar has, you know, and people are coming out on him left and right about the school. So, you know, he is going through a lot mentally, and he constantly gets hated on. But, you know, still, that's no excuse, man. You know, clean up your crib. You know, it don't take nothing but an hour. It might take 5 hours to clean up that mess, but but hire somebody, Umar. You know, I don't think Umar is struggling financially. Not with a man with 6 degrees. I mean, I know people, I know the job you got don't equate to you being rich or being financially well off, but Dr. Umar, I don't think is struggling. I think Dr. Umar has some funds. He has money. I don't think he's struggling out here. You know, although it looks that way when you look at your crib, Umar, but I don't think you're struggling, brother. I think you can afford to pay somebody to clean your house. You know what I mean? Your crib don't need to be that messy. Or if it is that messy, don't go on Instagram Live. Okay? Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson. I ain't got no ill will towards him. I just making jokes. Shout out to Umar. You know, don't block me, brother. I'm just playing. But, you know, shout out to you. Just one king to another king. Clean up your crib, brother. You know, you need to do that. So yeah, man, that's all I got on Dr. Umar Johnson, man. You know, and shout out to my young Max. Yo, don't be that messy. Don't be that messy. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. You know, subscribe to the channel, comment your thoughts, and I'll get at y'all in the next video. Peace.